Evening peeps, evening, welcome back. Apologies if you missed everything last week. 2 P1 rounds missed. Unfortunately, I weren't feeling too well. I had a couple of little dizzy spells, so I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna. So yeah, I've just knocked it on the head for a week, but yeah, I feel a lot better now. So welcome back again. Back in for the P1 Renault Clio Cup again. It does say round 1 on screen, but it's not. They're lying to you. It is round 3. As you can see on screen, it is live from RedBull Ring short course. So we cut out the sort of twisty bit in the middle. And we go for a bit of thrash around in these minis. So 3 races for you guys tonight. Let me turn some other stuff on. There we go. So we've got 3 rounds. 5-minute qualifying to start with, 15-minute races. First race is rolling. It says manual start, a rolling start. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Round 1 kind of was and then wasn't and then was. So I don't know how they've laid it out this time. But it does say rolling start, but we'll see. Fuel and tyre wear set at ×1. Race 2 is a reverse grid from race 1. Finishing positions, a rolling start, it says there again, and fuel and tyre wear increases up to ×2. Race 3 set from race finish positions from race 2, and it's grid start, false start as well on that one, and tyre and fuel depletion goes up to ×3 as well. Drivers do have to use a set of mediums at some point throughout the race, and if they do use them in race 1, they have to qualify on them as well, so makes it a little bit more trickier for race 1 for a lot of drivers if they do pick that medium tyre. So BOP is on. We've got brake balance only that they can play with. Qualifying is just about to kick off, so we'll crack on with this. Corner cutting penalties are on light. So let's have a look at points. Mocking Weeks stomping up the front there. 123 points, being chased down pretty closely by Obi-Wan in second. Pilgrim third with 108 points. We've got Ice Chand in fourth with 58 points. Big gaps then back to fourth. Footer in fifth with 46 points. Skippy in sixth with 44 points. Mutt 36 with 42 points in seventh. We've got 39 points for Captain Pugwash in 8th, P1 Don in 9th with 33 points, Tyre Slayer 10th with 27 points, 26 points on board for Ricky J. We've got P1 Dodger with 20 points and Vacant. They're not obviously scoring any points tonight. So that's positions up until now. Still got some t-shirts available, people. If you want any of those, hit me up. Plenty of stickers available as well. But yeah, only got a small selection of t-shirts left. So if you want any of those, better get in quick. Right, here we go then. Let me turn the sound on so you can actually hear what's going on. Qualifying is underway then. Nonsense on. Let's get back to trackside cams, shall we? So 11 drivers in the lobby tonight. Ice Chand leading them round for this qualifying lap. Albert Lake and Mutt not looking like the champion he once was. Oof. Where is he? Mutt. Oof. Harsh words there, Albert. How harsh words there. I hope you know Mutt. Giving us some grief. So hot laps just starting. Missed a drive round on this lap actually, but they're not very big laps, so it won't take long before we're back round to the start. We'll get to see Ice Chand's first hot lap unless he bins it around these next couple of corners. Heavenly bad boy. My bro is quick. 36. Whoa, a little wobble around there for Ice Chand. That's So we have got the sports softs. They're not racing tyres on for these guys either. So Ice Chan sticks in 59 second 0.48, but we'll do a lap into turn 1 up the hill. Harsh on the brakes, trying to catch that curb, but not the great big yellow sausage. Got to be careful you don't run out too wide. Oh, in fact, I think turn 1's a little bit of a cheat. Is it turn 1? You can get away with it. Turn 2, you can't. Hard on the brakes then onto this infield section, back across into the main part of the circuit. So we cut out a great big chunk running up the hill and back down through these S's, usually carrying a lot more speed through here. Did see him coming up to this point. So easy to take this first corner quite fast. You've got to be careful again. Sports soft tyres on, not the best for grip. To this this last corner. Again, having to have a couple of stabs through that for Ice Chand, but that is the circuit tonight, so a very short one. Being chased down by Pilgrim. Right, let's go and have a look at lap times then. Up the mutt. Mocking Weeks currently leading the way with a 59.126. Ice Chand behind him then 59.480. Pilgrim third currently on grid. It's only a 5-minute qualifier, so they have to be quick. 59.512. Tyre Slayer in fourth. 59.615. Mutt 36, there he is, fifth. Getting all the love and attention in the chat. 1 minute. He's not broken the 1 minute barrier. I don't know what you boys want to say about that, but it's 1 minute 3:06. Sorry, Mutt, I've got to join in a little bit. Skippy sixth then currently. 1 minute 3:14. Got Obi-Wan in 7th, he's got a 1 minute 996. Footer's in 8th with a 101.254. Captain Pugwash 101.672 for him. Dodger's in 10th at the minute, 102.336. And Ricky J 103.190. So just under a minute left. Still leading this one by half a second actually over Ice Chand. Where is he? Putting in a bit of a stomper? No. Will they see another lap? I do like your livery, the matte green. Does it say down the side? What did it say down the side? Okay. So, what have we got then? That's it. The 5 minutes is over, so it is going to be these laps. It's going to be Pilgrim that crosses the line first, so he stays third. Ice Chand stays second for the time being. Mocking. Everyone's kind of staying where they are at the minute. Oh, chaos as they cross the line between those two. 36, fifth. Any faster? No, he stays fifth. Punch up Dodger and Skippy having a bit of a tussle around the last couple of corners. Obi-Wan snuck through. He's taken that 5th position off of Mutt. Unfortunately, Obi-Wan's taken that one. 1 minute 2:78 for him. Mutt then gets pushed down to 6th. Skippy 7th. Footer in 8th. Dodger 9th? No? So Mocking Weeks taking that pole spot for race 1. Ice Chan 2nd, Pilgrim 3rd, Tyre Slayer 4th, Obi 5th, Mutt in 6th. Right at the end there, Obi took that off him. Skippy in 7th, Footer in 8th. We've got Ricky J in 9th, Captain Bugwash in 10th, and P1 the Dodger in 11th. That is your lineup for race 1 then. You like Mutt's livery. We'll get a better look at liveries as we go around, get a little bit more time on the cars. 5 minute qualifying's a little bit quick to keep an eye on everyone. Gonna reset the lobby to give Obi his penalty. Oh, why has Obi got a penalty? What did he do last week that I missed? Obi, you're a bad lad. Right, a couple more minutes then while we get this grid sorted out. And then we'll crack on. 15 minutes slam blammer around here. Come on, the mutt. Look at that, everyone's being very calm. Sitting in the pits. Shamed, Obi, yes, shamed. Just come up in the lobby chat, shamed. Dear. Still, everyone's being respectful. Look, everyone's thrashing it out of the pits, going for a quick sneaky lap. Just waiting on a couple of drivers, actually. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, this game doesn't even let you look at... Look, there's Mut 36. Can't do anything in terms of looking. That's it. Skippy's found the horn. Yeah, it's hurting my ears as I'm trying to move away from him. There we go. Let's get on board with Captain Pugwash smashing into a wall. He's still here, but he skips in the background. Uh-oh. Driving in the pits backwards. Is that Mut 36 coming out? It is. We get to see his livery. Not yet. Wait till he comes out of the pits. Poor Ricard. There it is. Alberto! It's got your name down the side, bruv. Albert Lake. Is that you? It's got my name on the front, look, and the roof. Air France. Paul Ricard. Michelin. Let me get kicked. Right. Boom. Race 1 then, just about to get underway again. 15 minutes here, tyre wear and fuel depletion is at times 1. Mockin's going to lead us round. Nice Chand, if he can get a good start, we'll have the inside line. Lights go on then. Round 3 gets underway. It is a good start by Mockin. It's a great charge off the line. Puts Ice Chand under pressure from Pilgrim coming up to turn 1. Tyre Slayer looking for a way through as well. Then Pilgrim looking to come around the outside. It is Mockin that holds that lead. Ice Chand does hold on to that second. Pilgrim right behind him though. Everybody making it through turn 1 pretty cleanly then. Mockin making sure he doesn't get that thing sliding through turn 2. Ice Chand hunting him down. P1, P2 pulled a little bit of a gap then. Pilgrim's fallen back a little bit. Mutt's up into 4th position. He's had a good start. His way past Tyre Slayer. What's happened to Obi? He's dropped down to 8th position from 5th. Getting a great start then, Obi. Oh, Ricky J slinging it up the inside of Captain Pugwash there. Gets the job done. Into 9th he goes. Dodger in 11th then. What? Oh yeah. Right, there's a car disappeared off track. Mockin then leads us round lap 2. Nice Chan, just half a second back. Oh, Mut 36 exploring some of the track, some of the crowd. Picked up a hot dog on the way round. He's having a look at the inside of Pilgrim into turn 2 there, but it's going to be hard pushed. Also, Ice Chand having a go at Mockin into turn 2. Pilgrim has got his way through. It was a right old push through. Oh, sorry, Pilgrim was there, wasn't it? Sorry, it was Mut 36 going for the move. But that's slowed him down and allowed the top 3 to pull a little bit of a gap, and that has put Mut 36 under a bit of pressure from Tyre Slayer here in 5th. Max Power Racing smashed down the side of his car. If you know, you know. If you're too young, you don't. Skippy then in 6th, Obi 7th, making up a position. Ricky J up into 8th, Captain Pugwash 9th, Dodger in 10th. We have lost a driver. Who've we lost? No practice, boys, or just chaos. Just loving it. Slinging it into turn 1. Tyre Slayer, 36 side by side. Oh, Tyre Slayer, is he on the grass? Almost, I think he was on the grass. Lost a few positions there. Skippy got through, Obi-Wan got through. He's put himself under pressure from Ricky J here as well. You boys are maniacs. 36 then leaves that little pile, trying to chase down these top 3. While I've been looking at those mental cases, the leads change. Ice Chander's managed to squeeze his way through past Mocking Weeks. Top 2 swap positions then. Pilgrim nowhere to go, stays in 3rd. Obi as well has come firing through into 4th position with the chaos behind. Tyre Slayer making moves. Ricky J up into 6th as well. Good position for him. Big gap behind as well to Captain Pugwash. Dodger as well. Mutt 36 all the way down in 9th. You boys just seem to be Skippy in 10th. Just carrying far too much. Look. Skips. Even Mutt 36 got that one right that time. I'd have missed the change for the lead again. You boys. Mocking then. Retakes that lead position. Nice chance. Goes back into 2nd again. Stayed about half a second behind each other. Pilgrim keeping himself in that 3rd position. Sliding it through that final corner. Back onto this long start finish straight. Let's get the chase cam on. Have a look at these 3 going through turn 1 then. Really losing any time through there. Maybe just about a 10th between Mockin and Ice Chan. Maybe the same between Ice Chan and Pilgrim. So takes a very small mistake though from the front runners, and everyone can concertina back up. Big gaps back to Obi-Wan then. 3.2 seconds behind currently. It is still Mocking Weeks then. He's got himself almost a 2nd here. Needs to make a couple of good corners. Full break away from Ice Chand. Stretching those limits around that 2nd to last corner. Not sure penalty corner cutting was on light, I think, wasn't it? So Mockin still not quite managed to break that 2nd. It jumped up to about sideways through there. Up to about 0.9, just coming through that final corner, but Ice Chand keeping himself in the fight. Pilgrim as well right there with him. Obi doing anything he can to chase these boys down, but losing a little bit more time. Tyre Slayer and Ricky J battling it out for 5th then. Ricky J gets up the inside. There you go, boys, having a damn good fight of it at the minute. I think Tyre Slayer's chasing Ricky J down because he's nicked his wheels. He swapped him over for those Dayglow ones, but he doesn't like it. But 36 then, back up into 7th. Dodger in 8th. Pugwash in 9th. There's Skippy, unfortunately, 19 seconds down in 10th. Could be playing the long game here, could just be hanging around at the back and then start race 2 at the front. Didn't notice if anyone got medium tyres on actually. We'll have a brief look as I scroll through the drivers. 6 minutes in then. Mockin continues to lead. Position changes once or twice between Ice Chand and Mockin. Start to grow that gap again though up front. Ice Chand still under pressure from Pilgrim, just 0.3 of a second behind him now. He's got the Reform UK livery on. No idea where he's found that. Mockin has now managed to gain that full 2nd advantage. If he can keep that up, that means the drivers behind don't get the advantage of the slipstream down those long straights. Oh, and he's pulled a great big gap now, 1.3 seconds. Ice Chan's got his mirrors far too full of Pilgrim to be concentrating really on chasing down Mockin. He's got to go defensive from any attack from Pilgrim. Right up his tail now. Ice Chan going a little bit defensive. Oh, both drivers getting that one a little bit wrong on the way in. And they stay as they are. Ice Chan holds on to that 2nd. Pilgrim stays 3rd then. Obi re-enters the track just after going wide through turn 1. Tyre Slayer 7th, so he managed to get that position back. He's not got his wheels back just yet. Ricky J's back into 6th position. 36 holding 7th, a bit of a gap behind him to Dodger. Should be safe for that one with no mistakes. Captain Pugwash 9th. Big gaps at the back now, unfortunately. And there's Skippy just getting overtaken by race leaders again. I think he's just taking his time, just waiting for this race to be over so he can start race 2 at the front. And there is Mocking Weeks now, 2.4 seconds up the road. The battle for 3rd has cost these two the chase for the lead. There he is out on his own now then, 2.7 seconds up the road. There's only really a couple of battles going on track for 2nd and 3rd. And what have we got here? So 4th and 5th. Oh. So, hold on, let me just have a look at this. Tyre Slayer has driven an absolute blinder, I think, because he's stopped his way. I mean, Obi-Wan's only lost a couple of seconds to the front 3. Tyre Slayer's been a long way down and come chasing him back, or putting him under all sorts of pressure then for the second half of race 1. Maybe that was the deal. If he can get past Ricky J and beat him, maybe that's when he gets his wheels back. Ricky J into 6th then, just getting himself past Skippy as well. Skippy doing a good job, just staying out of the way of everyone, leaving enough room for these drivers to squeeze their way through. 1:36 then, 7th. Unfortunately, 8.8 seconds behind Ricky J, so there is Ricky J in the green Dayglow heading up towards turn 1. Long way down then from 36. Dodger in 8th under pressure from Captain Pugwash. And Skippy still hanging around at the back. Let me just see if I can talk to this dude, shall I? What can I say? Why isn't this send me a friend request? Okay, then still 2.4 seconds of the road. Chand still not managed to break away from Pilgrim yet either. Still just 0.6 of a second behind him. Again, tiny little mistake. 5 minutes to go still in race 1. Tiny little mistake from Ice Chand. Pilgrim will find a way through. Tyre Slayer has made his way past Obi and Stomping, trying to close the gap down to the top 3 again. Tall order at the last third of the race. Obi. So Obi is on the sports mediums. That could be why. That could be why. Getting them out of the way early on. Ricky J on the softs. Softs on for 36. Mediums on for Captain Pugwash as well. Okay, getting them out of the way early. Softs on for Dodger. Skippy on the softs as well. Mocking Weeks absolutely launching that Renault into the second to last corner. Seems to be the way to drive these things. To start lap 12 then, holding fastest lap as well at the minute, Mocking 59.103. Oh, he's kicking off a second again up into turn 1. Ice Chand having to go defensive. Both drivers leaving the track there. Pilgrim might get a better run on him down towards this. He's not got a long enough run, forget it's the short course. Just trying to pile the pressure on Ice Chand, but Ice Chand, the name suggests, keeps it cool under pressure. A little bit deep there for Pilgrim. He's pushing hard, dips a couple of wheels on the sand, loses time then to Ice Chand. He now falls out of the slipstream range, and again mistake as simple as that, just running a tiny bit wide. Absolutely sideways into that corner. 1.4 seconds down now, unfortunately. There you go, Tyre Slayer from 6.8, 6.4, down to 5.7 seconds. Again, tall order, last 3 minutes of the race, but again, it's only going to take a couple of mistakes from these drivers. Those gaps can come straight down. Mocking Weeks though, look at this, 5.1 seconds. Absolutely clear air behind him. Ice Chand, unfortunately, has not been able to keep the pressure onto Mocking Weeks due to the mirror full of this man. Absolutely clouding his vision, unfortunately, into a majority of these corners, and he's had to go defensive. It's slowed him down a little bit. They've had to take different lines. And it's lost them the battle for the lead, unfortunately. Tyre Slayer then keeps that gap about 6 seconds. Obi holds on to this 5th position at the minute on those mediums. Ricky J in 6th on the softs, not too far behind actually, 1.6 seconds. Might be able to get this 5th off of Obi. He's taking that time down, 1.4, 1.2. Almost within slipstream range before they hit turn 1. And he is. Is on then for Ricky J in a 5th position. 36 in 7th. Captain Pugwash 8th. Dodger 9th. Again, Skippy just hanging around at the back waiting for race 2. Mocking, stomping it around then, 5.7 seconds up the road. Gap extended here as well for 1.4 seconds. So the real battle to watch now then is Obi-Wan versus Ricky J. Down to 3/4 of a second. Still keep within that slipstream range, heading onto this long straight. He's had a great exit through there as well. What's it going to be then, Ricky J? Are you going to be able to get this 5th position? Maybe not quite carrying enough speed down here. Closing the gap, but it's not going to be enough this lap. And it will be all or nothing now then. So we're at 14 minutes and 30 seconds. So that means we've got 30 seconds left of the race timer. Mocking Weeks might actually squeeze a lap in here. No, probably not. Maybe a little bit too far back. Could be wrong though. Final corner to go, 10 seconds left on the clock. Pushing it up towards the line then, he might. 3, 2, 1. He's actually slowed down, but he's crossed the line anyway, so he has got to do a final lap. So it is going to be this man that crosses the line, and he takes the 1st of the positions. 2nd for Ice Chan then, Pilgrim takes 3rd. These two having a real great fight all the way through that race there. Tyre Slayer taking 4th and Obi 5th. Ricky J not able to take that position off him. He takes 6th then. But 36 is going to come home in 7th. Again, all the boys in the chat shouting for him, but didn't get the best of starts. Lost a couple of positions, or made up a couple of positions off the start, and then it all went wrong. Skippy crosses the line. He takes that 10th then. Captain Pugwash comes home in 8th. Dodger coming up to the line, he's going to come home in 9th, and then we just wait for Mocking Weeks to complete his lonely final lap. It's an extra lap than everybody else. A little celebration over to the pit wall he goes as well. Takes a bit of paint off the car for good measure. There it is, race 1 done and dusted. So, let's see if that bloke said anything else in the chat. I don't think he did, because I didn't see it pop up. No. Oh, what? So. Who left the room? Joined the room, left the room. I don't know. Someone left. Aha, Don's arrived. We've got a 12th driver. Don managed to make it in for race 2. No idea where you're going to slot into proceedings now, my friend. So there are results then. Mocking taking that lead and that little extra lap as well. Ice Chan taking second again, him and Pilgrim. Well, and Mocking Weeks, all three of them had a real good fight through the majority of that. Mocking Weeks just managing to get the last sort of 5 minutes all to himself, with Ice Chan and Pilgrim having a battle. Tyre Slayer taking fourth, Obi taking fifth in the end, even with the medium tyres on. Ricky J takes sixth, Mutt 36 in seventh. He was up and down the order a little bit throughout the night. Captain Pugwash takes eighth. Dodger takes ninth. Skippy takes 10th, and it was Fudder. It was Fudder that left. What happened, Fudder? Did you get tangled up in a great big chaotic mess between some of the drivers? Possibly. But a DNF for Fudder, unfortunately. But he's still in the room, so he's still on for a bit of racing. Just maybe getting a little bit peeved at getting sent into one of those corners. Again, a lot of drivers taking liberties, absolute liberties through turn one. Use the force, Mutt. I think he overused the force on that one. You saw some of those majority of drivers taking an absolute hoon of a line through turn one. So it does look like it's a rolling start for race 2. That will make it slightly better in terms of any kind of chaos into the first few corners. Usually if you do a grid start and we're in reverse grid, obviously the fastest drivers will be starting from the back. They'll probably get better starts than some of the drivers at the front. They'll be able to take turn one maybe a little bit quicker, and then it all gets a bit chaotic in the first, couple of corners, and people can get sent and crashed, and it just becomes a bit of a chaotic mess. So a rolling start stretches the drivers out, and it keeps them, nobody gets a better start than anyone else, so everyone just pulls off at a decent distance between each other. I mean, if you're desperate to win, it doesn't help you out if you're right at the back, but it does help the guys out at the front so they don't get sort of sent into turn one just because they're a little bit slower than these faster boys. So that's what we're going to have for race 2, and then race 3 I think is going to be grid start, because then everyone should be shuffled into their proper race order by the time the end of this race happens. Let's go and have a quick look at some of these liveries, shall we? Telefonica Mild 7. Sobe. P1 Skippy. The obligatory Aussie flag somewhere on the car. He's from Germany, But he's not. Even his name says it. It's bloody P1 Skippy, mate. Mr. Pugwash in the Labatt's Camel. Looking pretty good. Dark Smoker smashed on his rear door window as well. Thanks, mate. Skippy, that's enough for you. Ice Chand in the Matt Green, the High Times Racing, and all his add-ons smashed down the door, Caros, Brembos, etc. And that's all we're going to see for the time being. So it's not just the racing in these games. It is the sort of making of the liveries and getting the practice in and setting up the races. How does it work? How's it going to work? It's not just sling it together and invite people. It does take a little bit of organisation and stuff. I have been behind the scenes. I see what happens to set up like the Team Oliver Racing Leagues and stuff like that. It's a lot of work. A little bit easier maybe in the Renaults when it's a one-car series, because you've only got to, you can just put Bop on or something like that and let people go wild. But when it's let's say a GT3 series, when you can pick all different cars, and some cars are quicker than others, some cars are better around corners, it's difficult to get Bop quite right. So I know that again, I'm talking from only the TOR sort of background, because I know a couple of the admins really well. It does take a lot of time to get all those cars sort of married up in terms of lap time. So someone actually sits and drives each car, makes all the changes, sets them up, how they need to be with, you know, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do, this is as far as you can go with this setting, this is what you can't, you know. That's it. There you go, heavenly bad boy. There you go. Yeah, it says it's not just the racing, is it? Sometimes you can spend. I know when I was actually racing. Oh, it's not. Oh, I thought it's not reverse grid. All right. So this was meant to be positioned from race 2 into race 3, but there we go. Big gaps already. Yep, I thought so. Driver's leaving. I thought so. Finger slipped. Yeah, didn't think that was right. Yeah, like I was just about to say, I know some days when I was actually racing in lobbies and leagues, and you were, you know, you wanted to put on a bit of a show with your car, you could spend hours, days even, just putting a livery together, not even getting yourself on track, you know. Right, we'll try that again then. Pilgrim, getting it all wrong. Hours and hours of tune test. There you go, heavenly bad boy, just saying exactly the same thing. Yeah, and sometimes you just don't realise, you know. I know at the minute the team Oliver Racing, the old school classics, the touring car classics has not long finished, and the amount of hours they put in that, just because, you know, you're talking 8 or 9 different sort of 80s cars. God knows, when was the last time anybody drove like a Toyota Celica? Huh? Mazda MX-5. Mercedes-Benz 190. And then you've got to marry all those cars up, you've got to make them all work the same, and you know, to be fair, you can't have the Mercedes blasting off down the straights while the other ones are better around the turns or whatever, you know. Got to set them all up. Yeah, a week tuned and painted. Yeah. If you're not doing that, you're out on track racing some stupid race to get. Well, I mean, I don't know what I don't know what Forza's like, to be honest, in terms of, you know, doing things to like this. You have to do stuff to earn money, to go and buy the things you need to make your car faster or whatever, you know, the suspension, the tyres, the blah blah blah. Yeah, and it's usually some like, right, what pays me the most money? Okay, a Volkswagen van race for 29 hours at Nordschleife or something, which is going to murder you in terms of your mental health. But it's that kind of thing you've got to do if you're committed. Right, some drivers just going out for a bit of a thrash about then while we wait for this lobby to be reset. Look, there's chaos. There's chaos at the... Okay, we're not going to get to see it. Oh, so annoying. There we go then. There's Skippy at the front. Didn't think it was right, so he did hang about at the back just so he could get the advantage for the lead. Is that the view you're going to give me? Alright, I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to have to hang on to the car. So, rolling start then for this one. You can see the gaps bigger than in race 1. And again, it does give the slower drivers a little bit more of a chance coming into turns 1 and 2. But here we go then. And we get it underway. Let me... turn that nonsense off. Right, up towards turn 1 then. Skippy leads us out 0.7 of a second already. See if any chaos ensues behind. A little bit of a bump and a barge through there for a couple of drivers, but Skippy getting away with that one. Oh, let me just... So Don then starts from the back of this race due to turning up late. Piling the pressure on Mockin already. Fudder as well rejoins race 2. Chand in 9th, then Ricky J in 8th at the minute. I know I'm going backwards. This is where the fights are going to be. First of all, Pilgrim and Tyre Slayer side by side running up towards this second to last corner. Obi as well under pressure from Dodger through there. Maybe actually making the move on him. But 36, there he is, the boy in he's second now. Captain Pugwash then in where's Skippy gone now? Why's Skippy gone? Oh no. So race leader Skippy, who hung about all the way around the back for race 1, try and get the lead in race 2. His connections died or something, but off he goes. Captain Pugwash leads then. Mutt 36 into second. Obi-Wan up into third already. Pilgrim as well making moves up into 4th position. Tyre Slayer 5th. Ice Chan 6th. Footer 7th. Mocky Weeks in 8th. Dodger 9th. Don in 10th. Also making his way through a couple of drivers. Ricky J in 11th. And Skippy in... what? Oh, did you just get turn 1? Ah, I thought you disappeared off track, Skips. No. You got sent so hard you got reset to track, I think, and I didn't see it happen. Oh, put all the way to the back, Skippy again. What a shame. Back to the front then. Captain Pugwash still leads a full second now over Mutt 36. He's got a couple of drivers chasing him down. Obi and Pilgrim on the hunt. 2 little blue Renaults have a quick peek up the inside. Obi-Wan decides he's going to stay there, but it's not good enough to take that position. Again, wide through turn 1. Then back under threat from Pilgrim into turn 2. Pilgrim does manage to get up the inside. Slots his way through into 3rd position. Obi can't do anything about that. Pilgrim closing it up on Mutt as well. Just 0.5 of a second down. He's a full second behind Captain Pugwash as well, so he's not getting a toe off the man in front. Having another little look up the inside of Pilgrim, coming into the second to last corner, trying to get that 3rd position back. Even I'm rooting for you now, but under pressure, Pilgrim closes the gap 0.3 of a second. He's going to be all over him by the time they come up to this turn 1. Maybe not, maybe not. But 36 getting a decent enough pull away from that final corner to keep Pilgrim behind him. Again, deep through turn 1, Pilgrim right behind him. Obi then, half a second. Oh, taking all sorts of lines through there, Obi. A little bit of grass on the way through as well. Pilgrim trying to run and look for a different way through, and he has snuck his way up the inside of Mutt 36. Now under pressure from Luke. He's going to lose that position to Obi as well if he's not careful. He is. Oh, has he managed to hold it up the inside? No, Obi turns a little bit too early and slams it into the wall. Gets back on track right in front of... How did you survive that, Obi-Wan? I have absolutely no idea. It's the Force. That's what it is. It's the Force. It's Obi-Wan. Of course. Cheat. Get him up. Lightsaber him up, bruv. Chan then into 5th position, Mocking Week 6. Tyre Slayer having a go at him. Into turn 1 they go. Tyre Slayer is up the inside of Mocking. Not able to carry the speed through there though. Mocking holds on to that 6th position. Tyre Slayer in 7th. Footer in 8th. Don in 9th. Ricky J a little way down now as well. 5.9 seconds in 10th. Dodger in 11th. And there is Skippy trying to get anything he can from any race at the minute. He got tangled up in something in race 1, ended up 10th. Well, decided to drive around at the back really and wait for race 2. But he knew he'd be on pole, and then, well, I think he decided to bin it in one of the turns himself and got reset to track at the back of the pack, so he's having to punch his way through the field again, then skips unfortunately. It is still Captain Pugwash that leads here. That surprise departure of Skippy has just opened the door for him. 1.3 seconds lead, almost 1.4 over Pilgrim. Pushing hard then. Broken away from Obi. He's managed to keep himself out of the reaches of Mutt 36 as well. So he holds on to that 3rd, Mutt 4th. Ice Chand in 5th. Tyre Slayer in 6th. Mocking 7th, Footer 8th. Big pile in that midfield looking for a way through. Tyre Slayer all over the back of Ice Chand here. Oh, Ice Chand's on the medium tyres as well, so that could be costing him a couple of positions here. Drivers all around him are all on their soft tyres. So Tyre Slayer through. Mocky Weeks now looking for the move. Again, just easily able to take that slightly tighter line through that final corner, sorry. Where is he? Oh, I pressed the wrong camera angle. That's what I did. That's what I was looking for. Mocky Weeks looking at Ice Chand. So Mocky Weeks has managed to get through then into 6th. The softer tyres are just working out. Again, Ice Chand has decided to throw the mediums on for race 2. Softs on for Footer. Softs on for Don. Mediums on for Ricky J. That could be costing him. Softs on for the Dodger. And mediums on for Skippy for race 2 as well. Captain Pugwash then continues to lead. Nearly 7 minutes into race 2. Oh, he's just managed to... Pilgrim's just managed to close the gap a little bit. Gets that gap way below a second, running up this long start-finish straight. 0.7 of a second. Obi-Wan as well, chasing the pair down. 8.8 of a second back himself. Tyre Slayer, the next man on track then. He is 3.5 seconds back, being chased by a big pile of drivers there then. Mocky Weeks into 5th. Mutt 36 making back up a position, so he's got that one off of Ice Chand. Ice Chand in 7th, Footer in 8th, Don in 9th, Ricky J in 10th still. This is where the action is here though. Oh sorry, it's Mutt 36 that's been overtaken by Mocky Weeks here again. Mocky Weeks now all over the back end of Tyre Slayer again. It's not very nice, is it? Oh, it's a turbo. Alright, alright. Into this second to last corner then. Tyre Slayer hunting down Mocky Weeks. Battles on for first as well. We'll jump up to that in a second. Oh, look at the speed Mocky Weeks was able to carry through there. I can't miss this move here. We might see a change of lead. Captain Pugwash just hanging on to it at the minute. Pilgrim 0.3 of a second behind him. Carries good speed through there. Again, Pugwash goes defensive. There's the battle here. There it is, mocking all over the back of Tyre Slayer. Nowhere to go for Mocking Weeks. Just can't find a gap past Tyre Slayer at the minute. Again, just closing up using that slipstream. There's a little peek up the inside into this second to last corner. Again, backs out of it. Let's go back up front. So Pilgrim has managed to take that lead position then. He's got himself past Captain Pugwash. Obi-Wan chases him down as well. 0.3 of a second behind at the minute. Top 3 then. A little bit of a gap back to 4th. 3.3 seconds. There they are. 4th and 5th battling it out. But Mocky Weeks stays behind Tyre Slayer for the time being. Pilgrim now race leader. Oof, Obi has a look up the inside of Captain Pugwash. Almost got that done, but not quite able to. Captain Pugwash just closes the door on him. Good move by Obi, but not to be just yet. And again here, Mocky Weeks still not found his way past Tyre Slayer. Mutt 36 hanging on to that 6th position. Ice Chand 7th on those mediums. Not too bad a position. Started from 2nd to last. Made up a couple of positions then. Don as well on the softs. Turned up late to the series, so he's missed race 1. He's had to start from the back of the pack in race 2. Footer hanging on to 9th as well. Not too far behind those two. Just 0.7 of a second. Ricky J 12.8 seconds down. He's not liking those medium tyres one little bit. Dodgers another 12 seconds behind him. Skippy 1.8 seconds back again. Unfortunately, this is going to put him this is going to put the back of the pack for race 3 here as well. So 10 minutes in, Obi now past Captain Pugwash. Can he chase down Pilgrim? Just 0.8 of a second in between them. Captain Pugwash just got to keep doing what he's doing. He's on those soft tyres. He's holding a good lead over 4th and 5th. He might even be able to press back here on Obi if he can get in the slipstream. Doesn't go for it this time. Battle for 4th continues. It's kicking off for 6th as well. Tyre Slayer. Still a little bit of pressure here from Mocking Weeks. Running out of time to make the move then, Mocking. Same for Ice Chand. Sort of threat here. Oh, he's coming back up, but 36, sorry. Oh, he's gone far too deep into turn 1. He's on the grass. He's almost sideways. He loses positions. Unfortunately, that battle with Mutt 36 now puts Mutt 36 under all sorts of pressure here from Don and Fudder. Where's he gone? He's gone defensive, Mutt 36. Not looking to run around the outside through this second to last corner, trying to carry the speed down towards this next one, but it's not to be. Gets the best exit. Fudder all over the back of Don. Ice Chand all over the back of the pair of them, and there they go, running up towards turn 1. It's going to be 3 wide. Oh my god. That's not the view I wanted. Stupid game. That's the view I wanted when they were 3 wide running up the hill. But Don gets the good exit through that turn 1. Ice Chand not so good, so he's chasing down Don through here. Again, Don dips a wheel on the grass, has to run wide due to that. Fudder looks up the inside. Ice Chand carries good speed through both of those corners, but almost gets taken out by Fudder. Don't think Fudder quite saw him coming through with quite so much pace through that corner, but survives for another lap, does Ice Chand, but loses positions again on that medium tyre for race 2 is Ice Chand. Sorry for the flicking. So big gaps. Oh, Skippy has made up a position. He's got himself past Dodger. Battle's still on for the lead here. Pilgrim under threat then from Obi. Just 1/10 of a second in it. In fact, there's nothing in it. They're scraping paint. Into turn 2. Almost side by side, but Pilgrim with the advantage up the inside. Minute 20 seconds left. It's still battling for 4th as well. Tyre Slayer still not managed to drop Mocking Weeks, and there's just 1/10 between those two as well. Captain Pugwash falls off the fight for the top 2 now. Obi-Wan, oh, he's got a wing up the inside. Oh, it's a right old battle for this race lead now. Pilgrim continues to lead though. He holds it through turn 1. Obi's now found his horn. Captain Pugwash continues to hold on to this 3rd position. So this will become a final lap then, I think. Obi carries good speed through there. Pilgrim dips over to the inside to go defensive. And again, nowhere for Obi to go through here. Captain Pugwash is back in the frame as well. Look at this, just 0.3 of a second back in 3rd. Any mistake now could take a higher step on that podium. Oh, little wheel on the grass there for Obi. Still chasing down Pilgrim. Trying to carry more speed through here. Pilgrim continues to lead though. This is going to be final lap then. It's a charge towards the line. Where is Captain Pugwash? He's not been able to do anything. It is going to be Pilgrim unless he slings it into pit wall. Don't get it wrong, Pilgs. Don't get it wrong, Pilgs. There he goes. He does take the win then, Pilgrim. Obi-Wan takes 2nd. Captain Pugwash takes 3rd. Tyre Slayer 4th. Mocking Weeks takes 5th. Mutt 36 comes home in 6th position. P1 Don 7th. Fudder in 8th. Ice Chand in 9th. Ricky J in 10th. Skippy takes 11th. And Dodger is going to come home in 12th. Ricky J sideways. They're not my tyres, he says. There's the wonder from down under. It's not been so much wonderful tonight for him. Skippy then's going to come home in 11th. He won't be happy with tonight's race so far. And then Dodger taking home that final position. And we just get ready for race 3. So, race 3 is going to be finishing positions from this race is your start positions for the next race. I know. So, Pilgrim's going to lead us out, followed by Obi, followed by Captain Pugwash. Still, should be some good battles for this final race. Everybody kind of should be where they need to be right about now. There are official race results then for race 2. Pilgrim taking that top spot. Obi-Wan hunting him down, but unable to take it. Just a quarter of a second behind him in the end. Pugwash taking 3rd, then Tyre Slayers at 4th. Mocking Weeks takes 5th. Mutt 36. 6th in the end. Don takes 7th. Footer in 8th. Ice Chan 9th. Ricky J in 10th. Skippy in 11th. And Dodger in 12th. Ice Chan getting rid of those medium tyres. So there wasn't many drivers in race 1 and 2 that used the medium. So most drivers, looks like to me, are going to be having the race tyres on. The medium tyres on for race 3. See how people get on with that. You think he's going to do it, do you? Heavenly Bad Boy, you think Mutt 36 is going to pull it off? He's going to black his way into first, race 3. Yeah, even Mocking Weeks and Tyre Slayer, they're saying they're having a good battle there. I'm not surprised. Pretty much neck and neck all the way through that one, those two. It's a fun little course. Right, what chaos is happening? Is nobody donuting it around the line? What's happening? That's not like you lot. It's not embarrassing. It happens, doesn't it? With an SH in front of it happens. It's just, you know. I've seen Mutt 36 race in other leagues. I've seen him. He's pretty rapid. Not calling him out. My bro, you got this. There he is. What's he got on? As he should have. I don't know. Does he have the mediums on yet? No, he's got the mediums on for this final race. Oof. Who else? Mediums on for Mocking. Softs on for Captain Pugwash. Ice Chan got the softs on as well for this final race, and you can see the other drivers in the pits. Mediums on for Pilgrim. Softs on for Obi-Wan. Softs on for Footer. Mediums on for Tyre Slayer, and Don with the softs on. So a fair few drivers on those mediums. That could shake things right up in this final race. Again, that does play its part as well. Tyre wear and fuel depletion, not that that really matters in a 15-minute race. It does in terms of car weight and stuff, but you're not going to run out of fuel in 15 minutes. But fuel depletion and tyre wear jump up to ×3 now as well in race 3. D-Day livery on the back of yours, have you, Captain Pugwash? Did I see that? Where are you? There it is. Yes. Oh, that's a wall. Where's he going? He's going to do a lap in reverse. Try to. Like I say, mate, I'm telling you, you can be the fastest driver, or you could think you know the fastest driver in the world, turn up in a brand new race league, race series, and just go, what the hell's going on here? Not sure what Captain Pugwash is doing. I think he might be trying to do the full lap in reverse. Poor little Renault, look at it bouncing around trying to get the full tilt in reverse. 32, 33 miles an hour. Boing. Oh, that's the end of that. If only the physics was slightly, just needs to be slightly better on this game for car collisions, you know. So, just waiting on lobby host to fix this final race up then, and we'll crack on. 36 still smashing out the practice. Unfortunately, boys, he's got the medium tyres on for this final race. Bode well. Again, a few of the drivers on that medium tyre as well, so he might be able to stick it to them. But the faster drivers, for instance, your Mockin Weeks, Mockin's on the mediums as well. Sorry, the faster drivers on the softs are going to be hard pushed to chase down. It's all kicking off. Look at this, there's just cars everywhere on the grid. Sensible Don. Sensible Dodger, sensible, not so sensible footer, he's decided to leave the pits. Sensible Pilgrim. But they don't get a chance for chaos because we are going to hit race 3 then. Pilgrim's going to hold that pole spot. Obi in second. It's all going to be about who gets the best start then. Captain Pugwash in that third slot. Grid start as well, so no big gaps. Could be chaos into turn 1. Let's see though, lights are on. Oh, that was a delay, and here we go then, race 3 underway. Pilgrim peeling his way across over to that right hand side, cutting off any kind of slingshot up the inside for Obi. Needs to work his way back over to the outside of the track to get a good run through here. Obi trying to look around the outside, but Pilgrim will hold that inside line into this next corner. Obi trying to sling it across the outside, but Pilgrim fends him off. It's 3 wide on the exit. Captain Pugwash with an almost look through there, but it has worked out for Obi. It's worked out for Captain Pugwash as well. Pilgrim gets a nudge wide, and Pugwash slots his way through. Mockin Weeks then changed his livery up for race 3. The red Renault Clio livery then, matte red this time. Hunted down Pilgrim for that third position. Medium tyre on board for Mockin. Tyre Slayer in 5th, then medium tyre on board for him. Softs on for Ice Chan, but a bit of work to do to get through the field. Battle on then, Nut 36 side by side with Don on the exit of that final corner. Don just in front. He's got the inside line into turn 1 as well, so should have that position. Liberty's Mutt. Fuller then in 9th position. Skippy makes up a position into a couple of positions actually into 10th. Got himself past Ricky J. Got himself past the Dodger. Back up front then. Obi still leads. Captain Pugwash 3rd. Pugwash in 2nd. Pilgrim in 3rd. Again, medium tyres on board for him. Ice Chand on those soft tyres makes a move now for that 3rd position. Break him into this second to last corner, then dip up the inside. Oh, has he got a wing up? He has. Ice Chan then, great move from him. Set Pilgrim up for that one and slots his way through into 3rd then. Pilgrim 4th. Now Ice Chan, bit of work to do. 1.4 seconds behind Captain Pugwash. Captain Pugwash on the soft tyre, Obi-Wan on the soft tyre, so the chase is on. Pilgrim as well, he won't be out of this fight just yet, he'll still be getting a slipstream. There it was, at Mult 36 going then, looking for all sorts of lines into turn 1. Weeks past him now. Again, that medium tyre just not working out for him. Footer Engineering on the softs in 9th. Skippy right behind him in 10th. Ricky J actually bringing a little bit of that gap down into in his 11th. Fortunately, Dodger is falling a little bit further back in 12th. About 3 seconds down at the minute. So Obi pulls a little bit of a gap, almost a second over Pugwash. Back onto this start-finish straight then. Just still getting a toe actually, Pugwash. He'll bring that time down a little bit. Nice Chan as well, just 1 point. Oh, he has dropped that to almost a second actually. Battle on again then for 5th. Don now having a look on Tyre Slayer for that one. Tyre Slayer on the mediums for this final race. Don on the softs for the final race. They're both closing up on Pilgrim in front. Pilgrim on that medium tyre as well. Ice Chan is bringing that gap down between himself and Captain Pugwash. It's less than a second. On board then with Ice Chan. 0.8, 0.86, 0.85 coming into this second to last corner. Soft tyres on board for all 3 of these front drivers. Gaps remain about the same. Nobody gaining a clear advantage. Maybe Ice Chan just taking a couple of tenths out of Captain Pugwash there. And another tenth through that corner. He is finding time here then. Brings the gap between himself and race leader from 1.7 down to 1.4. Maybe a little bit deep through there. Maybe looking for the late apex. Better run into next couple of corners, able to take a tighter line through there, gets the gap right down between himself and Captain Pugwash. No threat from behind. 4 seconds back then to Pilgrim. Gap's kind of yo-yo in between these 3. On those mediums then in 4th. Tyre Slayer also on the mediums in 5th. Back under threat from Don then in 6th behind those 2 drivers on that faster tyre. He's going to make a move here into turn 1 on Tyre Slayer. No, maybe a little bit too far back. Skippy also weaving his way through the field. Up into 7th for him. 36 in 8th. Mockin in 9th. Footer in 10th. J back in this fight in 11th on his soft tyres. Dodger unfortunately still 4.4 seconds down in 12th. Proper kicking off in this midfield pack though. Skippy storming through there. Soft tyre on board for him though, so he got rid of the mediums early on. So these 3 keeping it exactly as they were. 1.3, 1.4 seconds between them. Oh, Ice Chan gets a great run through there. 1/4 of a second behind Captain Pugwash. And there he goes. Switches up to the inside. Gets the run on Pugwash into turn 1. Now he's got to try and chase down that man in front. P1 Obi-Wan. 1.1 seconds. 1.2 seconds in front now. Again, he's just got to be careful of Captain Pugwash behind for a couple of corners at least. 6.5 minutes into race 3 then. Obi-Wan leads 1.1 seconds over Ice Chan in 2nd. He's got himself about 0.6 of a second over Captain Pugwash. Still not quite out of that danger zone yet. Big gaps back to 4th position then. 7.7 seconds to Tyre Slayer. Pilgrim 5th. Loses another position. Again, he's on that medium tyre. Don looking for that next position as well. He's currently sitting in 6th behind Pilgrim. Mocking Weeks in 7th then. Up to 36 on Ricky J, battling it out for 8th. 36 holds on to the inside line, but medium tyre versus soft tyre here. Footer Engineering's going to get himself involved in this fight as well. He finds a gap through, gets himself past Ricky J, right onto the tail of Mutt 36 on the exit of that final corner. Unfortunately, Ricky J gets a little bit of a tag coming out of there, gets pushed a tiny bit wide, drops him off that fight for the time being. Skippy's made a mistake. He's dropped himself back to 12th position. He was making his way through the field. He's now 3.5 seconds adrift at the back. Okay, I've missed the move. Ice Chan has managed to get his way past Captain... Oh, he got himself past a couple of laps ago. Apologies. He's pulled away from Captain Pugwash. 1.4 seconds. Keeps himself just in check with Obi. Brought that time down a little bit. 0.8 of a second. Halfway through race 3 here. Fastest laps on board for Ice Chan as well. 59.331. Tyre wear showing up quite well on the times 3 setting on that outside left hand tyre. So gap down 2.6 of a second between these two. Taking a couple of tenths per lap, Ice Chand. Again, that late apex seems to work wonders through that first corner into that second corner. Gaps remains about the same, 0.6 of a second, brings it down another tenth. Is that where he's making up all his time through there? 0.7 of a second. Now it's down to bang on half a second. Captain Pugwash falls right off the back of this fight now, 2.4 seconds back. Might be on for another third position here though, if he can hold on to that. As you can see, there's big gaps behind him as well on track, so under no direct threat himself. That gap is slowly creeping down, tenth by 10. It was 0.5, it's now 0.3. It's even less than that now. They are literally bumper to bumper on the exit of turn 2. Obi go a little bit defensive. Both drivers try not to get these cars to slide. You do lose a lot of time when they slide through these corners. Again, the gap stays at 0.3. 10 minutes in then, 5 minutes remaining for Ice Chan to chase down this win here in race 3. Let's go and see what else is happening. Captain Pugwash then holding that third position again quite comfortably, 10.8 seconds back to Tyre Slayer behind him fourth. Doing an amazing job really holding on to that fourth position on those semi-worn mediums. Don behind him on the soft tyre. Pilgrim managed to pull his way back onto the tail end of that fight as well. Is that Don just going for a move up the inside into turn 3? It is, he might have got this one done. Has he? No, not enough room through there. Oh, maybe a little bit of contact between the two, or between all 3 of them coming through turn 2 then. Tyre Slayer holds on to 4th, Don 5th. Pilgrim 6th. Oh, Don, great move. Just hangs it out on the right hand side and just holds that line through there. Pilgrim's followed him through as well. There's nothing that Tyre Slayer could do on those medium tyres. Look back up the inside of Pilgrim though. Medium tyre versus medium tyre battle there. Mocking Weeks trying to get himself back involved as well. Just 1.7 seconds off the back of that little tussle in front. Footer another 4.9 back for him in 8th. A little bit of breathing room between him and Ricky J as well. 2 seconds. Oof, maybe not anymore. No, not anymore. That's where you're getting reset then. Yeah, I thought it was through that final corner. You go a little bit too deep through there and off you go. Skippy's decided to leave this one out and he's dropped himself in the pits. It's not been a good night for the Australian, unfortunately. Again, got tagged. I think he got tagged in race 1. Got himself reset in race 2 and has just gave up in race 3. So 12 minutes in then. Obi still holds it. Does Ice Chan know where he's going to go for the move? Has he got it all lined up? Captain Pugwash, happy as a pig in you know what. Third position, great big gaps behind him. It's only extended, in fact, 12 seconds now back to Don, who has managed to finally get his way past Tyre Slayer. Pilgrim as well. Tyre Slayer coming back at him though. That's not working out into turn one. Mocking Weeks not able to close the gap up on those three in front. Footer having a lonely race now. Mutt 36 also having a little bit of a lonely one. Dodger 1.8 seconds behind him. Ricky J after getting reset. It is just faffing now, I think. 8.2 seconds down at the back. Skippy again had a terrible evening, unfortunately, so he's sitting the final race out. So Ice Chand still unable to get past this man. He's been using the force, probably a bit of the good side, the light side and the dark side to get his way through this. But he has managed to fend off Ice Chand's attempt so far at taking the win off him. 2 minutes remaining. Down towards turn 2 then. Still just 0.3, 0.4 of a second between these two. Stretches up a little bit. Oh, look at the difference in tyre wear. Obi-Wan's tyres are hardly showing anywhere on that front left. Okay, they're showing about a third wear on that front left. But you look at Ice Chand's. Bam! 2/3, almost. So that could be the reason he's not able to close the gap up on Obi. If Obi can just carry that tiny little bit of extra speed into, or maybe out of these corners, it could just be the one saving grace he's got at the minute. Gap's still at 0.5 then. We are into pretty much the final lap here. It should be, in fact, the final lap. 20 seconds. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. 30 seconds in then. Yeah, I don't think they're going to cross the line and see another lap at least. That's all a great big chase now down towards these last couple of corners. The gap stretches up a little bit more. Ice Chand has now got 0.6 of a second to try and take the lead off of Obi. But again, he's used all kind of things. He's been flinging lightsabers out the window and baby Yodas and all sorts of stuff to fend off Ice Chand's attacks. Yes, it is going to be Obi that takes the win then, coming up towards the line, and there he goes. Oh no, sneaky blackguard. Sneaky blackguard. Obi sneaks another lap in, but it is Ice Chand. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. He would have loved to have had a one lap battle with Obi. Oh, what a shame, but he does just cross the line a fraction of a second behind Obi, and the flag drops. So he takes second. Captain Pugwash comes home in third. That's another great result for him. P1 Don takes home fourth. Pilgrim comes home in fifth. Tyre Slayer 6th. Footer takes 7th. Mutt 36. Again, struggled on those medium tyres a little bit tonight. Takes 8th. Mocking Weeks comes home in 9th. So lost a couple of positions actually, Mocking. Dodger comes home in 10th. Ricky J comes home in 11th. And Skippy is going to come home in 12th. But it is this man just on a little lap of glory then. All to himself, Obi. Oh, I was hoping that you either both got the flag or that you both got a bit of a punch up for that last lap. Oh, what a shame. But no, wasn't to be. Obi then gets a little bit of a lonely glory lap all to himself and takes the win in race 3. There it is. Round 3 done and dusted. So if you haven't heard already, we have got another lobby on Sunday night for the P1 boys. That is their GT3 World Tour. I think that's round 3 as well. I forget where that's from, but I'll stick a post up on the page on Facebook anyway about that. But we have got the GTT CC coming up at the end of July, I think it is. So let me just have a look. Yeah, 26th of July. So one of the biggest GT4, GR4 leagues you can find. There's usually at least sort of 6 or 7 lobbies open. Of all the different lobbies have different you know, levels of driver in. So if you're in Fusion, you're the best of the best, Premier League, doop-de-doos, you know, you get all the glories. Don't get me wrong, there's still chaos and mayhem in some of those races as well. So you might be the fastest driver in the world, but, you know, you've got to be clean with it. So yes, there's 6 or 7 different lobbies, all of varying different, you know, driver capabilities. If you want to get yourselves involved, you'll have to sign up to Mature Racing Club on Facebook and go sign up to GTTCC. But that's that again, just want to get that out there. That's 26th of July. You'll probably see most of these drivers in that one as well. It is quite a big league and a lot of people get involved. So it is the Mature Racing Club. I nearly forgot that myself. I've been booted out the lobby as well. Yeah, so Mature Racing Club on Facebook. Get yourself involved. I mean, you definitely got time to get in. I think there's maybe a link to the page or to the spreadsheet where you can say you go in, and it gives us numbers, and just we can figure things out, and we get sort of charities and certain liveries and certain sort of charities linked with certain liveries if we can't find the charity, and all sorts of stuff like that. And you know, we can donate and stuff, and we give to these charities if enough money's raised. But yeah, it's a really big lobby. You know, a lot of people sort of, you know, I stream live the Fusion lobbies. A lot of people do post-race commentary on majority of the lobbies. So it doesn't matter what level you are, driver, someone will cover your league in terms of commentary, whether that be live or post-race. You know, there's livery competitions. People throw up overtake of the week competitions, all to do with this one league. So yeah, it's pretty big. It's not you know, it's a very friendly league as well. You will be chucked into a lobby with your a chat group with your sort of a lobby group, so you can keep in contact and get any complaints in or out. And there's you know, there's penalties to be had if you cause chaos. You might be banned or ejected out of lobbies or whatever. You know, and if you turn up in race 1, never raced this before, and you smash everyone by minutes, you know, we'll move you up a lobby because you're obviously too fast. That sort of stuff. So it's a bit like football, you know, if you win at the end of the season, the top 2 or 3 move up into the next league, and the bottom 3 from the other one fall down a league. You know, it's pretty complex. There's a draw for the teams you're in and all sorts of stuff. It's good. Yeah, it is. It's really good. Big, a lot of participation. You know, you'll see P1 drivers in there. You'll see DMK drivers in there. A lot of, obviously, MRC drivers. You know, the drivers from all sorts of different sim racing groups all sort of appear for GTTCC. It's been one of the biggest going for a long time. So, yes, that's coming up. So, yeah, that's that out of the way. But coming up on Sunday night is the next round of the GT World Series. Again, not sure where it is, but it's going to be same time, 9 o'clock on Sunday night. And then back for round 4 of this next week, same time at 9 o'clock on Thursday. And again, I think if you go on the Facebook page of mine, Dark Smoker, you should be able to see the links to the GTTCC, the Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship is what it's lovingly known. Although a lot of people call it the GTTCC because obviously there's a lot of T's and a lot of C's, but that's what it is. He's converting to PlayStation, mate. I'm telling you, Forza, yeah, as good as it is, it ain't got Gran Turismo. It just ain't got it. I know it's only racing, you know, and it's only tracks, but there's just something about it. The MRC group especially, it's mental. Real sort of family vibe over there. We have got together in the past for go-karting events, for drinks and stuff. You know, weekends, falling asleep around one bloke's house with other people smashing a hotel room up, and you know, the chaos ensues. Taking over a pub pretty much is what we did. But that's that. So yes, Sunday night and Thursday night at the minute, and then it will be Friday night when that GTTCC starts up as well. That will be 9 o'clock. I think it's a 9 o'clock start for that one. And again, you'll see drivers from all over the world, some Americans if they can get up. You see a lot of Australians in this one as well. So, you know, it's quite European, but there's a lot of people involved. Duncan research and the detail in Gran Turismo. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, again, you know, like I say, it's you get given a team you're racing with. So that could be across, you could have some guys in the faster lobbies and some guys in the slower lobbies, and there's team points at the end of the season, you know. So it's not just about you and how you do in your leagues, it's you trying to get as many points for your team, and it's it's good. It is good. So that is pretty much going to be it from me tonight. Thank you, Heavenly Bad Boy, and everybody else for watching. Heavenly Bad Boy's been heavily in the chat. I think it's only you that's been chatting for the last few minutes, but yeah. Thank you very much for all Gran Turismo on the way. There you go. Thank you all for watching and listening, and again, sorry if I sound a bit weird, but yeah, I've had a bit of a weird one over the last couple of days, so that's why I didn't stream last week. But I'm back now, so hopefully all's good, and we'll see you Sunday night at 9 o'clock. I hope you've all liked what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.